Peace, birds, flowers, and a 5-cylinder Cupra. Cupra Formentor VZ5. This is a very nice little car. It's not little, but it's got a 2.5 liter 5-cylinder turbo gas engine in the front, so very, very nice. This is basically an Audi. I mean, it's got Audi DNA, it's got Audi parts, it's got an Audi engine, so we have it on good authority from someone that has driven both this one and an Audi RS3, and he actually said that this one, he thought, was a little better on the road in the corners. And we were thinking why we haven't driven the RS3, but we probably think it's because the shorter wheelbase on the Audi, so it's probably a little more squiggly on the road. But we also heard that people who choose between this and, for example, the Volkswagen GTI, choose the Volkswagen GTI. Why? So like I said, here under the hood is a lovely little engine. Well, it's not really little, is it? 2.5 liters, 5 cylinders, and a lot of heat. A lot of heat. It's actually uncomfortable to the touch. So if you're driving this in winter and you're cold, just drive it, open up the hood, and you can, I don't know, have barbecue here. This thingy has 287 kilowatts or 390 horsepower and 480 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot even for this crossover. The exterior as well as interior has a lot of copper details, which I find very nice and interesting. The VZ5 has 20-inch alloys as standard, also in copper color. Generally, the car looks reasonably reserved from some angles and very aggressive from others. There are 4 Akrapovic exhaust pipes at the back, which give the car a deep and fun sound. Inside there's an Audi feel, a sporty steering wheel, digital instruments, and leather. The seats are surprisingly comfortable considering the sporty nature of the car. The capacitive controls for the roof did not work most of the time. Give us buttons! Just like the Seat Leon Cupra, it is really surprising by just how comfortable this car is, and the fact that you can put it into comfort mode and the engine will be reasonably quiet, especially if you don't push it, and you're not going to bother anyone in a parking lot or whatever it might be. So it's really nice, and like I said, it is super surprising how comfortable this car is, despite the fact that it's sporty. The power is definitely the main thing here with this car, and it is intoxicating. I would say there's so much power and torque with this engine that it is definitely not recommended for newer drivers. I mean, any more powerful car is not really recommended for newer drivers, but this one even more so. Even though it is pretty stable on the road, you do have to grab the steering wheel with both hands and be ready when you push the throttle all the way, because it will jump, it will be, well, it can be a little bit nervous as far as the throttle input goes, especially if you're in Cupra mode. So definitely got to be prepared for that. And just like before, like I said, you can be driving comfortably in comfort mode, and then you put into Cupra mode, and suddenly you can have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I've got things in the back, so I can't really go all the way around these corners because, oh geez, I can already hear it moving around. That's not good, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. But just like with every one of these more powerful cars, the Megane RS and so on, you kind of slowly get tired of it if you were to be doing it all the time. I'm probably just old. Younger people would probably not get bored of it, but it is a lot of fun. I don't really think there's much point in talking about fuel consumption because, well, it is practically 400 horsepower. You're not expecting economy here. And right now I've got 10.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Now this is sort of mixed driving. I was driving in comfort mode, reasonably economically, excuse me, but oh geez, but also, you know, having a little bit of fun every now and then. So I've seen it as low as 10 and I've seen it as high as 22. So take that as you will. It really strongly depends on how you're going to be driving it, in what mode, how much you'll be pressing the throttle, just what, like with most cars, but this one can be really thirsty, of course. And I believe you could get it well below 10 liters per 100 kilometers if you were to granny drive it all the time. But that kind of defeats the purpose of this car. Cupra Formentor starts at 34,000 euros. The VZ5 model with the most powerful engine starts at 65,000 euros, while the fully loaded one will come up to 71,500 euros.